Let's all play What's My Line?
Hello, Arlene.
Hello, dear.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Larry.
Larry.
Okay, you ready to go on another day?
Uh-huh.
We have some marvelous challengers and a fantastic mystery guest. Right now, would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Doris Lockhart. Where are you from, Miss Lockhart?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Panel, Doris Lockhart works with a product, and we will now show the audience what her line is. And we will start the game with Soupy Sales.
Thank you, Larry. Miss Lockhart, this product that you make this product, or you're concerned with it? You're concerned, what I want to say is the product that you're concerned with, is it edible?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Ruda.
Used by both men and women?
Yes, it is, in one way or another.
Is it used by something other than men and women?
Yes.
In one way or
Oh,
another.
what's left? Wait a minute.
Does it have anything to do, well, is it a tool of some kind that is used to accomplish something?
I tell you, Ruda, only in the broadest possible sense, and so in order to keep from misleading you, let's make it 2 down and 8 to go, Alan.
Okay.
But somehow it seems titillating to conceive of it as a tool, judging by the audience. But I won't pursue that. What, is this thing something that can be held in the hand?
Yes.
Do you hold it in your hand when you use it?
Yes.
Well, it's a hard question to answer. She holds it in her hand when she uses it.
Well, that's who I'm
But it
talking
isn't-
to. I ain't talking
yeah,
to you.
But it isn't always held in the hand when it's being used, is the point that I'm trying to make.
It's not always held in the hand when it's being used, but when
Right.
she uses it, she likes to hold it in her hand.
I don't know how choked up she is.
When you use it, do you use it in a way that's different from the way other people use it?
No, she doesn't. 3 down and 7 to go.
Well, they
Arlene.
don't hold it in their hands, you know.
Some do. Arlene?
Is whatever it is hard rather than soft?
4 down and 6 to go. Soupy.
Miss Lockhart was not looking at, ready to give an answer then.
Okay, I'll move it back. Is it hard rather than soft?
It's medium.
No.
No, she said. 4 down and 6 to go. Soupy?
Is the material that it's made out of, is there ever any rubber in it?
No.
5 down and 5 to go. Ruda?
Let me get this straight.
About
It is
20 seconds.
used by men, women, and possibly animals.
Possibly animals. No? You didn't have that right. 6 down and 4 to go. Alan?
Well, let me get this straight.
I'm getting into trouble on these.
Ruda established in the last round here that it was used by men, women, and what's left.
Right.
I don't know what's left if it ain't animals.
Well, in view of the fact that the
But I'm
time...
not going to forget that.
I tell you, our time is virtually
wait a
up.
minute.
All right, you have
Is
one?
it used by children?
Yes.
And it's used in her hand, but not so much in the, is it ever, does it come in contact with the body?
Yes.
Come in contact with the body up from the neck up?
No.
Oh.
It's a diaper.
Well, diapers are used on gorillas.
She is a diaper folder. Doris Lockhart is a diaper folder for the Babies Didy service of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Is there a special technique to folding diapers?
Yes, there is. You fold them into packs of 10, and you have 5 of those, which makes a bundle of 50, and they're put in a conveyor belt, go down to packers. And as you pick them out of the pile, there's a rhythm to it.
How many diapers do you fold in an hour?
1,200
Oh.
an hour.
Really? Used to take me about 15 minutes to fold just one. Thank you very much for being with us on What's My Line. We're back, everybody, and it's time to meet our next guests. Would you enter and sign in, please? Sandy Hayes and Ron Severini. Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
I'm from New Jersey.
Los Angeles and New Jersey. Okay, panel. Ron and Sandy both perform the same service. We will now show the audience what their line is. This won't help you at all to find their occupations, but you might be interested to know that Ron and Sandy are also newlyweds. And so we will now begin the game with Ruta Lee.
Oh, I'm in shock.
So are they.
But the fact that there's no product, or there is a product? No, there's no product.
It's a
What they do?
service.
Service, excuse me. Your service obviously can be performed anywhere. I mean, the fact that you did it in Los Angeles and you did it here doesn't mean anything, does it?
You
Can
mean
be
it can be performed in
Anywhere
any
in the
place?
country.
It could be
Yes.
performed anywhere in the country, huh?
Is it performed in the city as opposed to the country?
How do you mean, Ruta?
Is it a city-fied kind of service rather than, you know, tilling the soil?
Rather than telling you 1 down and 9 to go, Alan.
Oh.
It is not a citified service.
Not
Citified.
necessarily.
No, okay. Sandy, I noticed you signed your maiden name. Is that because you use your maiden name in this service?
No, not really.
2 down and 8 to go, Arlene.
Would you say that in any way you perform when you are doing this service, whatever it is? Would you be considered somebody that someone else might want to watch?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you perform out of doors?
No.
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Soupy.
Well, when you do this, Ron and Sandy, are there other people involved that you that watch you and listen to you?
Yes.
Yes.
When would you be some type of a counselor
No.
in a camp?
4 down and 6 to go, Ruta.
Do you wear a particular costume or uniform when you perform your service?
Yes.
Yes.
Is your service entertaining?
Yes.
Yes.
Have I possibly ever seen you?
Possible?
Do you get paid a lot of money for what you do?
How can you answer that yes or no? Yes, I suppose.
She answered it no.
Okay. That's a no then. 5 down and 5 to go, Alan.
Do you use
15
any
seconds.
equipment in the performance of this?
Sometimes.
Yes, something.
Sometimes. Is it possible to do this performance without equipment?
Yes.
Yes.
When you do it, do you touch each other?
Sometimes.
Is there any physical activity involved?
More or less. Yes.
Any sense of balance involved?
Not necessarily.
Not necessary. I tell you what, we're going
Let
to
me take a guess.
All right, you
Are
want to
they
take one?
cheerleaders?
No, they're not cheerleaders.
Singers, they're rock singers.
Singers, dancers. That takes 2 more. Anybody got one? Let's throw them all over. They are circus clowns.
Oh, how wonderful!
Sandy and Ron Severini are clowns. They're currently touring. They're currently touring the United States with the 102nd edition of the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. How did you meet?
We met in Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus has a clown school in Venice, Florida, and we both attended the class last year, and we met there.
Just this 1 year, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
That's marvelous. Now, I understand that the marriage ceremony was unusual. In what way?
Well, it took place in Los Angeles in the Forum there, and we came out in full costume and makeup. We rode elephants in, and the rest of the clowns were in front of us, and they were playing here. Well, it was kind of like "Here Comes the Bride," and they had top hats on.
Isn't that marvelous? That's like the guy that makes those Swedish movies. It sounds like a scene from one of those movies.
That's beautiful.
That really is lovely. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
being with us on What's My Line. And now, panel, we have come to the special portion of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place?
Yes,
sir.
Then would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? pal. One question at a time. You have 3 minutes to establish the identity of our mystery guest, and let's start with Alan Alda.
Thank you. Mystery guest, can I assume that you are an entertainer?
Yes.
Arlene?
Must be a singer from that. Are you best known for your work in television?
Yes.
Soupy?
Is that because you have a show of your own?
Yes.
Ruda?
Is it an evening show?
No.
Oh.
Alan?
Not an evening show. Is it a program in which there is a great deal of talk?
Yes.
Arlene?
Is it, oh, it's not evening. Is it a cooking show?
No.
Oh, all right.
Soupy?
Well, is it a game show?
No.
Ruda?
Are you a news commentator?
No.
Alan?
Gee, I thought it was Frank McGee. Are you, I'm sorry. That's contagious. Is this program one in which any acting takes place?
I certainly hope so.
Arlene?
Oh, of course.
Are you in a show that children would love to watch?
Yes.
Soupy?
Would you be Captain Kangaroo?
Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo. Bob, how long have you been doing the show now?
Well, we're now in our 18th year.
That's a generation of people.
Oh, yeah.
Have grown
well,
up with that show.
As far as actually, a lot of our children now are in college. We're now getting mail from mothers who watched the show when they were children, whose children are now watching the program. So it's a nice feeling. It really is.
I was going to ask you how that felt.
Well,
you feel like the father of the world when that began?
I've been accused of being the father of this generation. I had long hair and spoke about peace long before the young people were. I'm proud to be associated with them. And
Tell me this, Bob. In your opinion, and your opinion is about as valid as anybody's in the world, what is really the essential thing about a show for children?
Oh, I think you've got to do two things. You've got to entertain and educate, and the only way you can do that is to respect children, respect their intelligence, and develop their potential good taste. And I think if you do that, one is as important as the other. I think if you do that, you're rendering a service.
What, for example, is the kind of decision that you have to make sometime as to whether or not you will do something or you won't do it?
Well, I think, we made all those decisions years ago. We decided that we would do those two things, and everything else sort of falls in line. And if it doesn't clearly fall into that category, if it doesn't serve a child in terms of his intelligence and develop his good taste, then it's not done.
Do you have the same staff now that you began with?
A lot of people are still with us, the same director, the same actors, the same head writer, and so on. A lot of others have left us. A lot of our people, of course, are working on other children's programs like Sesame Street and Electric Company. We have, I guess, 18 or 19 people who started with Captain Kangaroo, virtually everyone in a prime production position at Children's Television Workshop started with us.
You ever get tired of doing it?
No, not really. It's very satisfying, great variety.
When you look out there and you see those children's faces, are they the same children?
No, it's only one child. Not any one child. We're not really a show, we're a visit. It's an intimate thing, and so I try really to think about one child much more so than a huge group of children.
That's lovely. Stick around.
Thanks, Larry. Thanks very much.
Bob Keeshan. Okay, we're back, and it's time for our next challenger. Would you enter and sign in, please? Jack? Keen. There we are. Where are you from, Mr. Keene?
Orlando, Florida.
All right, panel. Jack Keene is involved in racing and will now show the audience what kind of racing he does. And we'll start the questioning, excuse me, with the fastest little number in television, Arlene Francis.
Thank you, Larry. Did cause you to choke up a lot, huh? Mr. Keene, does your racing have anything to do with animals? Is it animal racing?
Well, in the broadest possible sense, animal racing.
In the broadest possible sense?
Yes.
Would a turtle be an animal?
A turtle...
I want to know how broad the sense is.
In that sense, we could consider a turtle an animal.
I see. Is it, however, alive, the racing that is done?
Yes.
Is the animal small enough to hold in my hand?
You could hold it. Yeah.
Soupy? Oh, I'm sorry, Arlene. I'm sorry. I'm a little in shock.
If you held it, would it bite you or itch you?
Well, it could, but
But you
it wouldn't hardly.
wouldn't hardly hurt me any.
No,
Is it a
wouldn't hurt
flea?
No, it's not that small. Soupy?
Dad, did we rule out it wasn't, and no horses, was it?
We didn't say.
We
She
didn't say.
could hold it in her hand.
well,
I
hold on.
hardly think it'd be
Well, he was thinking of a horse fly.
That's okay. Okay, you can hold it in your hand. Is it ever found near water?
It could go near water.
If in fact, you wouldn't expect to find it there, but I mean, it could go there. But you wouldn't expect to find it there.
Well, it could go near water, and you could hold it in your hand.
You could hold it in your hand.
Could hold it. Now, does it ever hop around?
It can.
You give me a hot foot, I can do that too. Is it frogs?
No, it's not a frog. Two down, 8 to go, Ruda.
Do people pay to come and see this?
No.
3 down, 7 to go out.
Then why do you do it?
I've read recently there's a new kind of animal being raced, and I can't. It's a small animal, and I think it's some kind of rodent. Is that so?
No, that's not so. We'll throw them all over. I'll tell you what it is.
What?
It's a pigeon. It's a pigeon. What distance do you race the pigeons, Mr. Keene?
Well, they usually start at 100 miles as a normal procedure. That can vary a little, but then they increase them to 200, 300, and so forth, go up to 500, 600 miles, and it's been known to go 1,000 miles.
What is the longest flight that a bird ever made?
Well, the Duke of Wellington claims that he released a pigeon from one of his boats, and it flew 4,000 miles from the coast of South Africa to London.
Oh.
Of course, that was a Duke of Wellington, and nobody would dare dispute the fact.
And it's hard to question him now. But thank you very much for being with us on What's My Line. Thank you.
What's My Line is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This is Wayne Howell. This program was recorded.